Hi, everybody. We are now well into the second week of June, and I want to continue bringing you the biweekly market trend stats. I think it's important because things are still changing on a daily and weekly basis. So it's good to know what's going on. But before we get started, again, these stats are brought to you by Broker Bay, a company that keeps track of activities and offer registrations, etc. They don't manage the entire Toronto Real Estate Board, but they do a large percentage. So it is a fair representation of the statistics. So without further ado, let's move on. You can see here on the screen, the line in blue represents the number of showings or activity in the market since about Christmas time. So we're going back 6 months or so, since that was the last lull we had in the market prior to COVID. So since about Christmas, you can see here activity started gradually increasing through January, through February, and then into early March we hit a peak. And then COVID-19 hit and things went south rather quickly. And then this is the other lull that we had through most of April. But since about the end of April and then May and now June, things are picking up rather nicely. And as you can see here, we've now hit a peak where we were just before COVID-19. So again, this tells us that people are more confident going out to look at houses. People are confident putting their houses on the market. We're taking our precautions, of course, but people are just more used to doing that. They're used to wearing a mask, or they're used to taking these precautions. So that's all good news. With respect to offer registrations, because they usually go hand in hand with the number of showings, we can see here during that same time period prior to COVID, things were improving throughout the early months of the year. And then we hit a range of about in the 700s, 800s, with a peak of about 894 in early March. Then again, COVID-19 hit and the number of offer registrations sank to below 100. And now we're actually on the way up again in terms of offers. People are more confident buying a house. Here we can see offers hitting the 600s here with a peak of 639 last week, I believe. Now they've gone down slightly over the last week or so, but I wouldn't be too concerned about that, as it was Father's Day weekend, so maybe people had plans, other things to do, etc. But the overall trend is upwards there, so that's encouraging. Moving on to month over month. So this is the third week of May versus the third week of June, which just passed. As we can see, I think this is where the bulk of the activity has gone up. We can see about 85% improvement in showings from the last 4 weeks. And also we see that offer registrations more than doubled from last month to this month, versus the number of listings or supply has gone up as well, but not as dramatically, maybe 50 to 60% more listings now than we had in May. And the number of sales doubled from this time last month, which makes sense because the number of offers more than doubled as well. So compare that to week. So we may have hit our peak right now. So as the bulk of the activity and offers went up month over month, we are now kind of at a level where, okay, this is where we're at right now. We're just going to continue on, maybe on a normal trajectory that happens year over year with respect to the summer slowdown. No one can tell for sure right now what's going to happen. And this might be continuing upwards, or it may have hit plateau. We don't know. But all I can tell you right now is that week over week, we didn't see much change in the number of showings. We saw about a 5% increase in the number of offers. We actually saw a decrease in the number of MLS listings, which again, that means lower supply. That means higher demand. But we did have a slight increase in the number of exclusive listings. So I wouldn't read, again, too much into that, because maybe people are still hesitant. They're testing the market. We don't know what's happening. Again, Father's Day weekend, we also have a long weekend coming up as well. Maybe they don't want their houses on the market over the long weekend. So then we might see a jump in MLS listings after that as they test the exclusive market at this time. And then we have, again, the number of sales increased to just over 9%. So we've gone up and now we're kind of slowing down the level of increase in activity as well. So where do we go from here is anybody's guess. We can probably continue up, which I think will happen, but we also may again hit a bit of a plateau over the summertime, which happens every year. Hard to predict. But that's it for now. If you have any questions, by all means, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to hear from you, 416-520-0222, or you can email me right here, or post a comment in the section below if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe.